Dear friends, this week we are reading the portion of Vayeirah. And in this week's portion, we talk about the mission of Moses and Aaron, Moshe and Aaron, to take the people out of Egypt by confronting Pharaoh and demanding he let my people go. Shalach ami v'ya'avduni, let them go and serve God. Pharaoh obviously refuses, so as God had said, he's going to bring plagues on the Egyptians until they relent and they willingly let the Jewish people go. And in this week's portion we cover 7 of the 10 plagues. And if you look at the plagues, it's very interesting. The first plague is dam, blood, where all the waters in Egypt turned to blood. Now, it's a great inconvenience to have blood flowing in your rivers instead of water. But that's not threatening. It's not life-threatening. And it's definitely not going to do big damage to the Egyptians, and no one was going to die from it. So if God wanted to hit the Egyptians hard, why didn't he hit them with something that will hit them in their pockets, possibly death, or other types of great loss? Why did he just do something that's an inconvenience? And through this we see that the idea of the plagues was not only to punish the Egyptians for enslaving the Jewish people for so many years and torturing them and really degrading us and driving us down both physically and spiritually, but it was actually God sending a message where God wanted the Egyptians to read in the message about how corrupt their ideology and their system is, and how the only truth is with Torah, with God, and the ideas that are espoused through them. And that is why he did the Nile River, first turning it into blood. The Nile River was the lifeline of the Egyptians. This is where they have great agriculture. The Nile River makes the soil incredibly fertile. Then and even till today, Egypt grows great crops because of the Nile River, which is constant, even if it doesn't rain. And it's a big blessing for the Egyptians. But to them, they turned this into their ego, their prowess. Look how great we are. We are running a great economy. We have control over every aspect of our lives in terms of how much money we will make and how powerful, how successful we will be. The water of the Nile represented not a source of thanks and gratitude to God for giving them the ability to be able to make a living and a good living, but as a source of building their ego, of their power, of who they can be and what they are. And therefore God hit it with blood. Because that approach of ego-centered type of society is that it makes you very cold like water. It makes you lose sympathy towards other people. It makes you forget about the needs of others. It makes you only focus on yourself, what you need and what you want, and what you want to indulge in. So God brought blood. He says we got to turn the water into blood. Blood is warm, is hot. Blood is passion, blood is feeling. What the Egyptians were missing was that feeling of feeling. If you can enslave an entire people in this way, you have no feeling, there's no empathy, there's no care. And God turned it into blood. And the message was that we in our lives also, we have to make sure that the things around us that sometimes could be water have to really be turned into blood, have to really be approached with passion. Our relationships with our family, with our colleagues, with others around us, our going around in the world and trying to make a living and trying to be successful has to also have within it a passion for life, for others, for caring, for building a better world, for making a better place. And so in great contrast to what we just had the other day, the terrible terrorist attack in Israel, where Rabbi Razil Shavach was plowed down in cold blood with who knows how many tens of gunshots while he was driving on a road in Judea and Samaria. And this is what the Torah tells us. Blood, bring passion to life. When you bring passion to life, it brings you closer to people, to God, and to the truth. And this is what I leave you with. Let's add a little more passion and care in our week, this week coming ahead. It'll definitely warm up our Montreal cold, but it'll do a lot more for our other parts of our life as well. So I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom. May God bless you all. We love you all. Shabbat in Montreal this week will be at 4:15. All the best.